So some people, they understand what is the law of attraction. Some people, they don't. What is the law of attraction mean? Basically, there is rules that, you know, if you focus on something, if you're thinking about the car Tesla, I bet you now you're gonna start see Tesla, right? You're gonna look around, you're thinking, oh, I want to buy Tesla, All of a sudden, it's not that there is more Tesla on the road right now. It's just you're gonna see them. They're gonna come into your vision, into your reality, because you say, I buy a Tesla, I drive Tesla. You know, you write it down as a goal, and all of a sudden you start to see it. And then of course you have to take action, because you can sit and think about the stuff you want. If you don't go out there and take action, you know, it's not gonna happen. So a lot of people think, okay, law of attraction, psychology, man, again, I want to make some money. Teach me how to sell, teach me how to be successful, teach me what to say about the product. So I want to tell you guys that when I start my day, the first things that I do, that's what makes me successful. Not the fact that I'm just going and selling, not the fact that I have experience, not the fact that I have more skills or ability, just the fact that I'm willing to do those things that people may or may not believe that, you know, they work, they're gonna work for them. And this is the reason why I'm successful, thank God, right? Because I'm doing those things. So if you're not gonna do that background, the back of your mind, it's like a missile. You know, when a missile goes to the target, you need to be directed like that. You need to direct your mind like a missile. When you go, even if you forgot, you work on your brain so much. And you know, some people, now we're gonna talk about NLP. You talk about building rapport and all that stuff, right? And Tony Robbins, that's what he's basically, his core base, it's NLP. It's called Neuro-Linguistic Program. It's basically teaching, almost like hypnotizing yourself for success. So how do you do it? I write down like qualities, like there is a, you know, but in the end of the day, you know, like if I'm going to tell you, what do you think about Bill Gates? What do you think? Tell me, Bar. What do you think about Bill Gates?
Successful?
No, but why? Why successful? What do you think?
I think he is very smart. He knows what he's doing. He has a vision about the future. That's how he.
But what else? What else? Why Bill Gates is so successful? And why Bill Gates is the richest person in the world? Let's say. You know, and why? Why? Just because he's got a vision? Just because he's what? Why else? What else?
Yeah, the confidence to do like stuff other didn't.
So okay, yeah. So what he's saying, I'm gonna translate.
Get the guts.
I'm saying, okay, he's got the guts. You need to have guts, right? You need to have balls, right? It's koanas, right? You need to have balls to go out there and do what you want to do. So so you know, the person that's watching that video right now, you may say, but you don't, you know, you may say you don't have that, you know, you're not brave, you know, maybe you have some qualities that you're missing. How do you develop those qualities, right? Sometimes you're not born with those things, right? Believe it or not, writing down, I am a brave person. I have like amazing confidence. I am, like, you write the phrase down like you already have that quality. And after you say it to yourself, I'm the best, I am that, I'm driving, you know, a Tesla, I'm driving Mercedes S550, I sell for $1 million every month, I live in a beautiful home with a view, you know. When you start saying those things, you know, your mind, you know, cannot know the difference between reality to something you vision. You trick yourself to believe that you already have those things. Again, Tesla, boom, you see what I'm saying? But the Tesla was there already, you see, but we focus on it because we talked about it. So now we say, oh, you see, it's just basically very, very simple concept, you know. If you focus on something, you're gonna experience it. You're gonna, Tesla, show them. See? Oh, it's the Bay Area. There is like 20 million Teslas over here, right? It's like the but no, seriously, if you start talking about something, you're gonna experience it in your life. If you write it down every day, and then what do? You decide what is your major goals. What do you want? What do you want for the next 12 months? So let's say Bar is starting out right now. You know, you have to think, no matter where you are in life right now, what do I want to accomplish in the next 12 months? And you write it down like you already accomplished it. So I sell for $2 million, right? For example, in the next 12 months, I buy, you know, a Rolex watch, whatever, or I, you know, something like, you know, goals, right? I work out X amount of time every day. I weigh, I eat, so I take a vacation, I'm going to amazing vacations, right? I'm married to a beautiful woman, I'm a great father. All those things, you have to understand what to focus on, what do you want, what is important for you. And then you can choose a major goal. You can choose like the top 4, let's say, your top 4 goals to focus, and then you have one major goal. And how do you choose your goals? You choose those goals, and there is an exercise that I do for the guys I'm working with before we start the season usually. Like, so they do it once a year, and then basically they kind of choosing the top 4 goals and the one major goals that they want to experience for the next 12 months. And that's it. And then after 6, basically you write down your goals every day without looking in the yesterday, without looking at what you wrote down yesterday. And every day you're going to find out that you come up with new goals and kind of new stuff that you all of a sudden going to write stuff that you didn't even know that you want. That's what's so cool about it, right? You're going to discover stuff because you have to have actually Tony Robbins have a cool meditation, but we as Jewish, as Israeli, we actually I'm doing my prayers, the Jewish prayers. I'm putting tefillin, every day, and I'm putting my Jewish prayer. So we, thank God, we are lucky. We have the Jewish prayer, which is very unique. So we can, so it gives us a lot of faith, a lot of hope, right? In the end of the day, in your life, you're going to be focused in certain times on specific things. You cannot focus on, some people, they're looking for balance, but the truth is, you need to have momentum. You need to have momentum in specific areas. You cannot, right now you're going to focus on your work because you want to make money, you're young. Don't focus on anything else, man. Don't think about family, don't think about kids, don't think about anything. Right now you're young, you want to focus about making money. That's what you want, man. You want to focus on, and the earliest that you start, I found that the difference between the ages, like I'm 38, you can be 20, you can be 25. If you're not doing, if you don't have a major focus in your age about what you do, the age is not important. You can be 30, you can be 50, If you don't have a major focus in your life, you're wasting your time. You can be 21. People can say, I got friends that are very, very young, and I got friends that older than me. I got all kind of friends, and I see the young one, and I'm thinking, about this guy, man, is is a golden boy, man. But he doesn't maximize the potential. He doesn't maximize the potential, and he's basically wasting his time. And the worst thing you can do, and obviously I did it as well, is what do you call it, chasing skirts, right? Chasing women. That's the worst, man. That's the worst. That's the kind of, you have to do it, I guess, in one point, especially if you're a guy, but man, you have to try to get, like have a girlfriend or something to, be focused on business. Man, the most successful people are married, the most successful people are in relationship, the most successful people, even entertainers, actors in Hollywood, man. Look at all the actors in Hollywood. The most successful one, The Rock, what is his name? The Rock,
Yeah.
Mark Wahlberg. All of those guys, man, Sylvester Stallone, Arnold Schwarzenegger was married for many, many years, children. All of those, the top guys, man. The top guys, you're going to discover they have family and kids. That's why they are successful. And then you see the one that's doing cocaine and sleeping with like 20 different women every day. Man, they're not getting anywhere, man. So in the end of the day, life is simple. Life is simple. The simple things in life, religion, family. Yes, money is important, man. Money is important. You need to have money to support all those stuff. You need to help your community. You need to make an impact in your lifetime. You need to make you need to impact your community. And why you? Because you have a reason to be here, right? So how you discover your reason? You provide service. When you get so good in what you do, basically you fulfill your purpose in life, right? The service that you provide, right? The service that you provide to somebody else, that's how you fulfill your existence. Okay, so I'm talking about like a lot of heavy stuff over here, metaphysics. I'm talking about like deep stuff. Okay, you want to be successful, you need to get deep, man. You need to be obsessed. You need to be more than just, and somebody heard me talking like, somebody heard me talk like one of the Israelis. They said, man, you get some salespeople, they don't know anything, man. You're talking to them about deep stuff, man. You know, they don't know anything in their life. You know what I mean? Like, but I'm saying, okay, so
ambitions.
yeah, exactly. I mean, you know, I mean, you listen. I mean, most people today they listen to you heard about Grant Cardone?
Yeah.
Grant Cardone.
Of course, yeah.
You know, Ty Lopez. I mean, you know. By the way, Grant Cardone is into Scientology.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you heard about Scientology?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Okay. So he actually, like yesterday, he was trying to sell a book by, I think, the founder of Scientology. He's trying to sell a book. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Great salesperson.
yeah. So but anyway, that's boom. You know, that's the point. That's like maybe the best. You know, people today, they listen to. Some people are really like Tony Robbins is somebody you want to. You know, again, you can listen. I don't want to say names because some of those guys are actually my friends. But be smart. You know, be smart. You want to listen to somebody that, like right now, I'm training Bar. He's seeing what I'm doing, right? He's listening to a real person doing real business. You know, it's cool to get motivation. Let's say listen to a motivational coach, but that motivational coach, his business is selling motivation, right? You sell. Yes, everybody. You know, you want to inspire your clients to take action, to go with you, right? To go with your company, but you want to learn the business from somebody that's doing it. So a lot of people, they go to, you know, events and seminars, and they get information that it's not relevant to their life. You know, so I always, you know, I always teach that you want to study with somebody that's relevant and give you kind of like, okay, inspiration, motivation, but okay, what's next? What are we doing from now on? Where are we going with all those motivations? So you need to have a vehicle to bring that motivation, that inspiration, so you're going to actually experience success. So how do you get there? You start working directly with somebody, like, let's say like me, that can teach you how to do those things in the real world. How you can go out there and sell a product and become successful every day. And we say success is what you do every day, your habits, right? The things you do every day when you wake up. Write down your goals, right? Vision, meditate, pray, whatever you do, right? No matter what time you go to sleep. Tony Robbins saying that he's going to sleep usually very, very late, and he sleeps like 3 to 5 hours a night. I mean, that's what's working for him. You know, he wakes up somewhere between 7 to 9 a.m. You know, sleeps 3 to 5 hours a night. I mean, that's not going to work for most people, right? Most people need to sleep 6 to 8 hours a night, you know, to function. So you can listen, you can get motivation, and you need to direct it towards something specific that you can do, that you can make a living. How do you do it? Service. In today's economy, service is the best thing you can do in no matter what you're selling, what type of service you provide. That's probably the best thing you can do in today's life. You just need to become really, really good at what you do. Become passionate about your product, become passionate about providing that service, and and just work with somebody that doing it. I mean, it's cool if you listen to somebody, but you want to work with somebody that's doing it on a day-to-day basis. That's the only way you're gonna maybe shorter your way, because they say by statistic, Brian Tracy, Brian Tracy is one of the greatest. He's older right now, but he's one of the greatest coach out there. They say by statistic it takes 7 years to get to the top. 7 years, it's a long time, right?
Very long.
It's a very long time. So the thing is, I actually listened to somebody said it, that concept that it takes 7 years 10 years ago, and I was in the business, in this business that I am right now. I was in the same business for many years, right? So, but I was not at the top of my game. I was not at the top, right? And the reason for it is because I wasn't sure what my purpose, if I need to be in that business, if I need to do something else. I didn't make it a priority, right? I was chasing women when I was younger, right? I spent a lot of time on stuff, right? All that stuff that we do, instead of having, I didn't know that I have to write down my goals and do all those stuff, so So when I start doing it, it takes time, because you can't like write, when you start doing those things, man, it's gonna take time. You just have to believe in the process. You have to trust the process, and one day, boom, you wake up and you got that car and you got that life and you got that experience. But you work for it, man. It's not like you wrote it down and magic happened and all of a sudden, something happened. You know what I'm saying?
You slept.
Yeah, it takes some time. You know what I'm saying?